Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. With this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing a GeForce RTX 3080 Ti in Need for Speed Heat. It's actually very hot here today and it's about to get hotter because this card consumes 350 watts of power, which will all be dumped in my room, which is very small and not with air conditioning. So, great. Anyways, this is the Founders Edition model of the card and you can see all of its specs here in Tech PowerUp's GPU-Z. We're running the latest Nvidia drivers 512.95 and it has 12 gigabytes of GDDR6X VRAM. Over on the left, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 950i and 32 gigabytes of RAM to avoid CPU bottleneck. Well, I don't need to say this with the 3080 Ti. It's a good combo, so let's get right into the game, shall we? And let's go for the settings first. We're starting this off at 1080p resolution, and we're also going to test this one at 1440p, 4K, 8K, and with the help of resolution scale, we will bump it up to 200%, which is 16K resolution. Starting off at the ultra settings, let's do this. And as you can see, guys, this game is super CPU intensive. It is utilizing up to like 12 cores on our 5900X, even more than that, you know, it's into the SMT or hyper-threading at times. Yeah, you can see that by the CPU utilization, of course. It's at 50% sometimes and it goes above it, which is just crazy. It is fully utilizing 12 cores and it's still not maxing out the 3080 Ti. Although this is 1080p resolution, so it's very easy for the 3080 Ti to run it at this res. But still, I was expecting the 5900X to be able to do a little bit better here in this game. Not only providing like 130, 140 FPS, sometimes it even drops from that. So yeah, especially looking at the city, as you can see. Oh boy. Also, power consumption is really high. I would think that at 60 to 70% usage on a 3080 Ti, it would be a little bit more efficient. But no, that's not the case. They just threw efficiency out of the window with these cards. Anyways, it's all right. You know, with the next generation, these will look like actual efficient GPUs, which is insane. So it's dropping into the 90s here in this city area, which is crazy. And we're still CPU bound, obviously. And you know what? We're actually gonna go to a race first to see if it's more CPU intensive than just driving around the open world. It might actually be, you know. This is the second time that I'm testing this game, by the way, so I don't really know much about it yet. Somebody told me that at night and during rainy weather it's actually a bit more intensive as well. But I think the most intensive things that I've seen so far, by the way, 80 FPS sometimes because of CPU here. Damn, this game is super intensive, what the hell. As I was saying, getting inside of bushes and vegetation areas is actually as intensive as playing the game during the night time. I actually showed that to you in the 3050 video. I started off with the first race in this game, which takes place at night, and then we saw the same FPS inside of a bush during the day. Also, I am very surprised to see FPS dropping into the 70s at times. Jesus Christ, dude! What kind of CPUs do you need to get 100 plus FPS all of the time, or 144 FPS? Because the GPU can actually do it. It's only being utilized at 50%, so that means that if it was at 100%, we'd be getting almost double the FPS. So yeah, I'm very surprised here with this game's performance. I have not seen such a CPU-intensive title in a while, and you'd think that this isn't really that CPU-intensive. I'm not even playing online, by the way. Holy crap. Okay, 70s. So a 5th gen Ryzen is needed for 60 plus FPS, I guess. Now we're at 1440p resolution, still using the ultra settings preset. And to no one's surprise, I think, it is still CPU bound at this resolution. Okay, still getting exactly the same FPS. I just want to see inside of bushes if we can actually achieve like 100% GPU usage at this point. But I'm not too sure. As you can see, this is super intensive. CPU intensive. It's weird, you know, you even get more FPS and you are still CPU bound in Battlefield, or Broken Field, I'm sorry, Broken Field 2042, which is like the most CPU intensive game that I've ever tried, aside from this. Crazy, right? And that has 128 players playing at once. Anyways, let's go here. Oh, can I actually drive through the water like in Forza? No, I cannot. Okay, we gotta cross the bridge there. I want to go to the mission, actually. I want to pass a few missions here in this video as well. It's a big city, though, so of course it's CPU intensive. I just wasn't expecting it to be this CPU intensive. Alright, let's get out of the city. I see a forest really far away. That's where we're gonna go right now. At least we're seeing a little bit more GPU utilization now instead of bushes. Oh, yes. GPU usage goes up to 90-something% here. Look at that. We're also getting more FPS because this is not as CPU bound in this area. But yes, we can actually max out the 3080 Ti at 1440p with around 120, 130 frames per second, which is very, very good, especially in grassy areas. So at night, we'd also see these FPS in rural areas of the map, basically. If you get to the city, it's just an optimization mess, I guess, when it comes to CPU performance. Anyways, we've seen enough here at 1440p. I'm curious to see if at 4K it will be at 100% GPU usage. All right, here we go. 3840 by 2160, ultra settings, 100% render scaling, and it's looking sharp and beautiful now. And we are now finally maxing out that 3080 Ti. Even looking at the entire city. But I think we might still drop, though. Inside of the big city, GPU utilization might drop a little bit. Anyways, now it's consuming a lot of power, finally. That's exactly what I wanted, to get like a 35-degree Celsius room or something like that, even more sometimes. That's always awesome to see. I will be sweating bullets at the end of this video, guys. Well, I might actually be sweating tires, not bullets, because we're not playing a shooter game today. Damn it! Okay. Well, you can't really run through the houses, unfortunately. It's still like Forza Horizon 5 in that regard. Anyways, let's go. Oh, come on, dude. At least let me, like, cross it a little bit sometimes. Graphics are looking really good, actually, at 4K resolution. I can still spot a lot of TAA and anti-aliasing. I don't really like that too much. Makes things over-sharpened, basically. But it doesn't look bad whatsoever. You can always drop that setting or lower it to another anti-aliasing method if you customize the preset, the ultra preset. But I'm just using the presets, so it's a little bit easier to test things around. Oh boy, no! Oh my gosh, that pillar actually saved me. What are we supposed to do? They're talking actually, but I don't hear anything. Oh boy, she's not going this direction. I don't understand what's happening. Anyways, I want to go to the big city, so that's what we're gonna do here. Hopefully I am not gonna lose the mission or something. Oh, no, I don't want to turn here. Shortcut time! Is it gonna work? Oh yes, it is. Very good. Uh-oh, we gotta go to the bridge there. Come on. Alright. Oh boy. Who's Kenny? What the heck? What is Kenny doing here? And now the race is here. It's dropping into the 70s and 60s. Alright, it is intensive during races, as you can see, especially at night. But it doesn't drop from 60, so it's pretty damn good still. And it's 4K. Although, an over-sharpened 4K that I don't really like too much. But it's okay. You can get used to it very quickly. Oh boy. Alright, we're good. Another one here. No, it's not here. Oh, that's checkpoint there. Almost there. Okay, good. 60s, 70s. Not bad, considering the game is actually super demanding, as we've seen with the 3050 yesterday as well. We're going really fast now. I'm not sure how fast. Well, I guess 126 miles per hour fast, but I don't know how fast that is. Maybe 200 kilometers per hour. That's just a better metric to go by, you know, in terms of speeds and stuff. Go this way. Good. A little bit of a drift there. I guess we're gonna win this one, guys. I am not so crappy after all. Haha. Very good. I don't think she's gonna give us her car. I kind of want it though. Can I just... Oh, it's rainy and nighttime right now. So that means that this is worst case scenario now, guys. And running through bushes while it's raining at night, I guess it's the worst thing that you can do here. It's not really dropping, so the GPU can actually handle it just fine. Like the champ it is. Also, VRAM utilization is at 8 GB, so even if you have like a 38, it's going to be absolutely fine with 10 gigs. 3070 as well, but you might want to play on high settings with that one. instead of Ultra. Now, what about the 8K resolution? This is what a lot of you are here for, to see high resolution gaming, right? So this is it, 7680 by 4320. Yeah, it's not gonna happen on Ultra for sure. Look at those FPS here. So it's a 100% resolution scale in the Ultra settings, and the RAM usage is super high. We are running out of VRAM. Wow, wait a second. It's actually not too bad. What just happened there? Oh my god, we're breaking the game, I think. That was really weird. But yeah, I actually thought it was gonna be worse, because we are definitely running out of VRAM. VRAM is at 12 gigs, and the RAM usage went up by a lot to 18 gigabytes almost. So that means that, well, yes, it's using RAM as VRAM. RAM is way slower than VRAM, so it drops our FPS tremendously. With a 3090 or 3090 Ti, it would actually possibly be playable because it's so close to 30 FPS. This is really actually impressive coming from a 3080 Ti. It's cinematic still. Enable some motion blur and you might actually be capable of getting a cinematic result here. You know, for a movie that would be great with 24 FPS. Yeah, actually no, it sucks. So let's play at like 8K medium now. Mediums should actually be doable. Here is where things become more intensive for some reason in the menu, you know. Just gonna restart this. All right, loading the game now on medium settings. Looks considerably worse, especially those textures. Look at that. Oh, they're still loading. Okay, of course they are. Start counting the frames here. And it apparently is very playable here. At 8K resolution. Not bad. I am a little bit impressed right now, actually, because usually when I try 8K at ultra settings and it doesn't really work all that well, if I set it to medium, we don't really see that big of an improvement, but here it actually puts us above 30 FPS almost all of the time. VRAM is still pretty high up there at 10 or 11 gigabytes. Yeah, so a 3080, normal 3080 wouldn't really be capable of getting decent FPS here, I think, because it would start utilizing RAM as VRAM. But yeah, not bad. Yeah, okay. It is playable at 8K after all, guys. You just gotta put up with not very good textures, honestly. So might as well play at 4K, really, right? There's no point in doing this just for science. Science purposes. Yes, sir. All right. Anyways, speaking of scientific purposes, should we try out 16K resolution with a 3080 Ti on medium? That's probably a very terrible idea because it's probably gonna crash. But I want to see it, guys. Wait a second. First of all, let's go with 12K, okay? That's 150% of the 8K res. And oh my god. It's getting the same FPS as the 3050 at low settings in 8K. That's interesting. This is, of course, way more intensive, but it is definitely the sharpest that I've seen this game so far, because 16K with the 3050 only gave us like a couple of frames. The reflections, of course, are pretty crappy on medium settings as well, but still, the colors are pretty damn good looking, in my opinion. You know what? Starting to remind me of GTA San Andreas, this area with the palm trees and stuff. Yeah, doesn't it look like San Andreas? Like a better remastered version of San Andreas. I wish that game looked like this, honestly. We gotta set it to the low settings now at 12K resolution. And quit again to fully apply everything. We're back here, guys. Things don't look that good, especially at the distance, but they still look better than San Andreas Remastered. So the trilogy, you know, the remastered definitive edition, that's it. Anyways, it is still kind of reasonably playable, I guess-ish. You know, it's playable-ish. I can still drive around, I can still avoid some obstacles and stuff like that, but it's starting to get pretty terrible. I actually thought that would break. What the hell? I can break every single tree almost, but not this. Oh boy, it is pretty nauseating here at 20 FPS, guys. Not gonna lie, I don't like this one bit. We should definitely stop it. But at least we gained a few FPS compared to medium settings. Now, the best resolution ever, or the best resolution in this video, or the highest, which doesn't mean the best, 16K resolution, 0 FPS there, I saw it. Oh my god, the VRAM and the RAM is at 26 gigabytes and going up still. 20 now. It went down. Why did it go down? I don't know, but it actually crashed, guys, before we could see anything with the 3050, and now with the 3080 Ti, I am trying to accelerate here and trying to play the game without much success. Yeah, it's 1 FPS. 1 FPS. We turned this card into a G100, or something worse than a G100, because the G100 doesn't even launch the game, so, you know, you don't have a bad experience because you just can't play it. But well, guys, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was entertaining. That's the most detailed antenna that I've ever seen, my friends. That's beautiful, basically. Attention to detail, even on low settings. I can't do this. I'm trying to show you different angles and get out of here, but it's just impossible, so yeah. RAM is going down, though, interestingly. But, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.